from the time that somebody makes that call to the restoration of the credit, I'm sure it matters how much damage you have, I'm sure. But what's the average time frame that you work with people?
That's a good question, very good question. And sliding scales does vary, it's a case-by-case basis, but I have people that got their credit restored in 60 days and got a 700 FICO score.
Wow.
And
so what kind of derogatories to that?
Well, the derogatories is basically late payments, collections, and charge-offs. Those are the ones that I can really, really work with. But then I also work with the ones that got the bankruptcy, the foreclosures, and the tax liens. Usually those are stated or public records. Sometimes we have to do a lot of negotiating with them, okay? But negotiating can be done, okay? Everything can be done with us. All we need you to do is commit and dial 510-841-9968, and you will be blessed.
So, Sister August, in the realm of all of these foreclosures and credit problems and, that somebody might be going through, how does your agency and how does your service serve to improve these, very difficult situations?
That's a good question also, because a lot of times I have an attorney that works directly with the and then we have the now service that provides you with credit cleanup and getting that score back up. And what we do is we deal with all matters of the law from A to Z. You go into a foreclosure and you have credit, if you have problems with your identity being fraudulated, we step in with the world-leading company that can monitor your social, place your information in national database, and watch you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So in the interim of you having any foreclosure problems or any problems that you're having problems with any of your landlord, we have attorneys that are specialized in that area to help you. Say, for instance, you've lost your deposit, and you're trying to move on to a different place, and you're trying to buy that first of 10 homes. Amen? But you've got some issues because you can't get your money back. Well, these attorneys can help you by dialing an 800 number that you have actually access 24/7, or let's say 8 to 5. And even we have a portion of the service or a benefit that will allow you to have an attorney 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But in the interim, you need someone that can either send a letter for you or maybe a phone call for you to determine how they may be able to get that landlord to stand down and stand back and give you back your money. We have had cases where we had individuals that need to get their deposit back, or they had lost some kind of money, and they had an attorney with prepaid legal services write a letter, and within a week's time, they had that money in their hands. So we have a tremendous service that can help you from everything from kidnapping, kidnapping, foreclosure, bankruptcy, consumer rights issues, family law. Because when people are losing their homes, what happens is that we can have relationship problems. Sometimes we're losing homes because we're trying to do child support. And we have lawyers that will help those that pay child support, help you to get that child support that is due to you when you're children, that you weren't able to get before. Because now you have a lawyer that is able to speak on those terms to your rights. And then the last thing I'd like to share is that our service is affordable. And if you do not fall within this gentleman's category as far as qualifying, we can certainly help you. It's affordable and it's easy accessible. And this young lady here, she will help you with the cleanup, or will help you watch it so that if something gets on your credit that you didn't even produce. We want to be the ones to say, we got you, and we'll act as though we are you, and we will shut down those
got my back.
I got your back, sis. Amen. Got your back, your front, and everything else. So if you need to get in touch with myself, you can call me at 510 area code 860-7341. If you do not fall within those categories, but I know you will because everybody needs identity theft and the bank doesn't have what you need. They only have what they think you want. And that's to protect their money. But we want to protect everything that is going to affect your life, your identity, and give you some legal backup, accessible, and affordable. In the person, place, and company.
I got a question, I got a scenario, and I want to throw it out there. Maybe each of you can kind of chime in on how you can be of service to somebody. I know a lot of people in this situation. A lot of people had homes, were living comfortable in those homes. Well, remember when all those rates changed and everybody started refinancing or took money out and bought second or third homes? There's a lot of people in the country that lost maybe one or two homes but kept one. Maybe one or two went into foreclosure. They have one. So how can your services support those people who lost a home or two in foreclosure, kept one, and now they want to buy another one?
What happened was a lot of people got caught up in subprime lending, and they got the APR. And I was really trying to catch those people because really they were just doing too much. And so what they needed was to walk in with a lender with a 690 or better. But the mortgage companies was just giving these loans, stated income, they was giving them, so they got the B and C papers. So when they lost the house, it was because the mortgage had doubled, because it was subprime, it wasn't A paper. And that's what we need to have people be on now when they're going into these multiple homes. You've got to have A paper, and your debt ratio has to be there. You can't be making $800 a month and be spending $1,000. We can't mix that, okay? So if you want more, we have to go get another job. That's what it's all about. So we have to make our debt ratio even out and walk into these multiple homes as 700, okay? And then I think prepaid, we might jump in on that for the maintenance and keeping, like you said.
Absolutely. You have an attorney in every area of the law. So if you're a renter, you got a lawyer. If you're an owner, you definitely have a lawyer. We have real estate attorney. That means that when you even go into your deal, when you're sitting down across the table with your real estate agent, the buyer, the seller, even the title company, and you get ready to submit some loan papers that you put your signature on, you should stop right there and say, we're going to take an extra precaution and let a lawyer look at these papers. And because the loan agent and the real estate, they are not attorneys. They can only give the papers to you, but they cannot interpret those documents for you when it comes to small print. It's the big print that gives it, but it's the small print that takes it away. And we're often, so many times, all of us have